Hey guys, West Coast Taco here and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the blackout process I've been going through with my 2020 TRD off-road 4x4 double cab lawn bed Toyota Tacoma. This vehicle came with the premium and advanced technology package, and guys, I've been absolutely loving this truck, really enjoying the modifications I've been doing to it, as well as just the whole experience in general. And I hope for you guys to keep tuning into this channel, or if this is your first time, that you find my videos insightful, helpful, knowledgeable, and just glad to be able to post these and kind of learn and grow with some of you fellow taco enthusiasts. So for you guys that have been following the channel or even haven't, when I first bought this vehicle about 4 months ago, it was pretty much a stock double cab lawn bed TRD off-road Tacoma. It did come with these black TRD Pro wheels that I absolutely love, and that was just a huge part of the reason as to why this truck was definitely a go for me. From the beginning, I was looking for a double cab lawn bed. I really liked the TRD Pro package. Who doesn't, right? I think they are just sharp looking trucks. But my biggest dilemma with that, guys, was it didn't come with a 6-foot bed. And I think Tacomas in general look really good, look really sharp with that longer bed. Maybe some of you might have a different opinion and think that's not the case. But I just, for my everyday use and my lifestyle, I wanted to have that longer bed just for what I do. But I also, like I said, I think they look really sharp with that longer bed. So that kind of ruled out the TRD Pro, because if I would have bought the TRD Pro, I probably wouldn't have really done any modifications to it, just because that thing just comes locked, cocked, and ready to roll right out of the gate. So this Tacoma kind of gave me the opportunity to do modifications to it where I felt that, there needed to be some things done. But at the same time, it started me off with a really good platform that was just a great truck also right out of the gate, that really didn't need a lot of the stuff I did, but I feel like just for the use and the look of the truck, the overall demeanor of it, I feel like what I've done has just increased its value and its appearance and its capabilities, which I think are 3 things you should be achieving or trying to achieve when you're modifying or adding stuff to your truck in general. So to kind of go back to where I was with the blacking out process, so the first thing I did with this Tacoma is I did the TRD Lift Kit. That was the first big mod I did. The TRD off-road comes with a factory Bilstein suspension kit, and it's a good kit, guys, but it does kind of have that rake appearance with the truck. It kind of has that forward lean with the backup a little bit. So I kind of wanted to level it off, but I didn't want to just put any type of lift kit on there. And the TRD Lift Kit was, Toyota OEM product. Yes, if you guys have been following me on my channel, supposedly it wasn't capable with the double cab lawn beds. However, as you can see, the truck is doing just great. It drives fine. And if you guys are curious to see how that process went, I've dedicated about 5 videos on my channel to this process of me buying the kit, having the kit installed, reviewing it the day or day after I had it installed, and then the follow-ups and just everything else in general. So far, guys, it's been a couple months since I had the kit on. No issues whatsoever. Very smooth process. And I didn't go through Toyota. Went through a third-party off-road shop, and I couldn't be happier with some of the things I've got to experience with that group as a whole, as well as just the experience I had with this kit in general. So where I was going with the blackout process in that story is that kit comes with the Heritage Pro Grill, and the one that comes with the TRD Lift Kit just happens to come blacked out instead of with the gray Toyota lettering like the TRD Pro does, which was a big win for me because I really just wanted to have a blacked out grill anyways. So that came straight from the factory with the blacked out grill, and that was really the first thing I did to kind of get rid of the gray honeycomb grill that was on the before that Toyota emblem in the center. So got rid of that magnetic gray type of grill and put the blacked out Heritage grill on, and that's been a really nice addition. Second thing I did, and I guess technically I did these first, but it was right around the same time frames. I did the bug deflector that you guys can see. I like the way that looks on the truck. It gives a nice aggressive front, and the rain guards on the windows. So those have been really nice additions as well. I feel like they kind of pulled the truck together as a whole. Now, for you guys that aren't buying TRD Pros and you guys are wondering, you know, what's the best route to go with in regards to blacking out your Tacoma badging that are on the driver passenger side doors, as well as that V6 and Tacoma engraving that's in the tailgate. So Toyota does sell an OEM blackout kit that comes with, you know, 4 of those essential, like, you know, decal covers, and then it also includes the black exhaust tip by Toyota, and I'll show you that right now, guys. I think for that kit it's almost 500 bucks. I think you guys could go through Tacoma Lifestyle or you know, Tacoma Beast or Tacoma or Taco Vinyl, or just another third-party aftermarket shop online, and get a much better price. But if you guys are curious as to what's on this, you know, this already came with the truck when I bought it. So that blackout kit includes the Tacoma overlay for the driver's side. Comes out with the Tacoma badge insert for the tailgate, the overlay for that V6 badge on the tailgate. Oh, stay here. There's that black exhaust tip that comes with it as well. And then, just like on the driver's side, a blacked out overlay for the passenger side. So like I said, for 500 bucks, guys, I feel like that's a little steep for what you get. But I mean, to each their own. I'm just telling you guys what's on my truck so you guys have a good idea of what I did. And if you guys are looking for exactly the same products I'm using, I'm gonna do everything I can to put all the links in the description. So check those out, and hopefully that helps you as well. So outside of that, guys, in regards to the exterior, the rigid industry lights is something I recently added, and I think it makes the front of my Tacoma look so much more aggressive. And for some of you guys that are curious and wondering why I went with these, if you're not tracking already, except for my taillights, everything on this truck is pretty much a TRD Toyota OEM product. And I feel like for me, you know, my goal with this truck is to keep this truck forever. I mean, I plan to hopefully pass this down to my son someday, and I want to, you know, use this truck and put some miles on it. But I'm going to do the very best I can to actually take care of it and kind of maintain its quality. And I feel like much later on down the road, when this truck is assessed for its values and what's on it, you know, everything being TRD, OEM, Toyota products for the most part, I feel like it's just going to add some value to this vehicle, and it's something that people are going to look at and be like, wow, that's really cool. You know, the TRD Pro lights are on there for the fogs. He's got the TRD Pro wheels. You know, the grill, the lift kit are TRD. I just feel like as a whole, when you start to evaluate a vehicle and its value, a lot of that is determined by the, you know, parts that you put on it that are maybe somewhat considered aftermarket, but still OEM. Whereas if I went and put on stuff that wasn't made by Toyota for it, I don't feel like that would really increase the value. But here's where my argument is with that, guys. I think when it comes to doing your trucks, you need to do to your truck what you want to do to your truck. It's your truck. You've spent your hard-earned money on that vehicle. You're spending your hard-earned money to modify it and do what you want to do with it. So don't let someone else tell you what you should or shouldn't do to your truck. Enjoy it. Do what you do. You know, I'm not here saying that, you know, you should do something versus not do something. I guess all I'm saying is that from my standpoint and my thoughts, when you're doing these types of modifications, if you're looking to increase the value, I would probably look at going more OEM with your vehicle. That's just my opinion. That's just kind of what I think people look at when they're buying these trucks. Is it OEM or is it completely aftermarket from a third party company or manufacturer? So if you guys are trying to like chew on that a little bit, hopefully that kind of gave you my insight and thoughts as to why I've been kind of going more with the TRD and OEM products that Toyota makes for their Tacomas. So, you know, the rigid industry lights, I did a pretty in-depth video on the install, but as you can see, I also blacked out the rigid industries lettering that comes in a metallic silver gray. You guys, when you guys are blacking out a truck, this is more of an opinion and just my taste and preference. I feel like you need to stick with really two colors. And if you look at my truck, you're going to notice that everything from the wheel wells up is essentially blacked out. I mean, yes, there is some, you know, some clear lenses on my lights, on the headlights and the fog lights. But what I was trying to do, what my goal was, is I wanted to have everything blacked out from the wheel wells up and have red accents from the TRD badging that are on my TRD Lift Kit shocks and then the TRD Pro wheels. And I feel like I've achieved that really well. And last but not least, I blacked out my TRD skid plate, and I used Herculiner to achieve that look, and I absolutely love it. And then as you can see, I left the TRD badging red to kind of tie it all together. And guys, I think it's a really sharp look. I think it just came out really well, and I'm very, very happy. And essentially the vision I was having for this truck has been, you know, kind of just unveiling itself as I've been doing this slowly and surely. So after I installed the Rigid Industries fog lights, I decided to go with the Alpha Rex Pro Series taillights. And I feel like that really just started tying everything together. For you guys that are tracking on, you know, these different types of lights, as you are aware, the TRD off-road lights come with like that chrome lining on the taillights. I don't know why they do that, to be quite honest. I don't think it looks that great from the get-go. I'd rather just have it be at least black instead of the chrome. But anyhow, Toyota decided that it needs to be it needs to be chrome. So I went with these. I do have my original taillights. I actually have all the original parts, like my original fog lights as well. Anything I take off this truck and I upgrade, like including even my old Bilstein suspension, I keep it just to have it. You never know. But yeah, so I feel like this was really the only modification that I did to the truck that wasn't an OEM product by Toyota. But I can live with it because I think they just look so much better. And like I said from the get-go, I kind of touched on a minute ago, and you guys, as you guys watch my videos, you're going to see that I'm very much to a type of a person that's more of a to each their own. Is that, you know, at the end of the day, guys, whether it's going to increase the value to the truck or not, as long as it's increasing the value to you, that's what's important. And so I feel like these taillights just really pulled everything together. And so regardless of whether they mean OEM or not, I liked the way they looked and I went with it. And if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to throw it in the comments section. If you guys want to pick my brain a little bit and kind of see what my overall thoughts are, let me know. That TRD Lift Kit, guys. But yeah, the headlights came OEM, the Predator steps OEM. You know, so when I bought this truck, the TRD Pro wheels, the headlights, the Predator step-up bars, and the blackout overlay package with that blacked out exhaust tip all came with this right off the bat. I also added this Gator SRX tonneau cover, which I'm really enjoying. I have a video on that as well to explain to you why I went with this versus some other ones. And so far, guys, like I said, I'm just really, really enjoying everything about this truck in general. And I'll be doing a video soon of my interior, guys. I think you guys are gonna like the way that's come out. I've been blacking that out as well, and kind of give you my thoughts on what I was trying to achieve and the look I was trying to obtain. And guys, the truck is coming out just so great, in my opinion. Some of you guys may completely disagree and think that this is just a terrible looking truck, but you know, to each their own. And like I said, at the end of the day, as long as you are happy with what you're doing to your truck, that's all that matters. But if you guys are looking for a more clean look, guys, I would try to stay away from a bunch of extra badging, a bunch of extra, you know, aftermarket stuff that's just probably not gonna pull everything together. But you know, if you guys are looking to do some hardcore overlanding and you guys want to throw a bunch of other upgrades on it, you know, then great, go for it. I think some of those trucks look awesome. It just all depends on what your truck is being used for and your vision for it. For example, I was kind of teetering with, you know, finishing up a few of the TRD products with this truck. So I was looking at doing the TRD exhaust, which honestly, guys, I don't think it's a whole heck of a lot different. If you guys already have it on your truck, let me know, because I'd be curious to hear your actual intake, or input, intake. But let me know what you guys think of that. Here's the biggest reason I'm not gonna do the TRD exhaust on my double cab lawn bed is because they only make the chrome tipped exhaust for the TRD exhaust for the lawn beds. They don't make the blacked out ones. So, you know, I'm not gonna buy a chrome and have the tip cut off and then buy another black TRD one and have that welded on. That just seems like a waste of resources and time and effort, and I'm happy with the black exhaust tip that's on there now. I think it looks good. This truck sounds great. So that is what it is. The last thing that I really don't think I have on this truck that I can get that is a Toyota Racing Development product for the Tacoma is that snorkel, that desert air intake, I think is the actual correct terminology for that piece. But a lot of people just call it a snorkel, it seems like. My biggest pet peeve with that is once you install it, guys, there's really no going back. You know, you're cutting that hole into that panel to insert that air intake into the air filter house. And once it's in, it's in. There is no going back. There's no putting that back together. You know, once you cut that panel, it's cut. There's nothing you can do about it. And while I do think the air intake looks cool, the desert air intake, for me, guys, just to make that so permanent, I just, you know, I'm having too much hesitation to really just go forward without having, you know, potential regrets down the road. And I just don't want to install it and not be able to go backwards and then decide I don't like it or have an issue with it, and then just it's done. So outside of that, guys, you know, I think the truck, in regards to the exterior of it, there's probably not a whole much more amount of things I'm going to do to this. I mean, by no means is this channel over. I've got some fun projects coming up that I want to do to make this vehicle more overland capable. So stay tuned for more. I'm also planning to do a really cool project with a 4Runner here soon, so stay tuned for that. So guys, this is by no means like the end of the channel. But really, like I said in the beginning of the video, I wanted to give you guys kind of a good synopsis of what I've been doing with this vehicle and kind of give you guys the, you know, for lack of better words, like the final product of my vision to black out and TRD modify this TRD off-road 4x4 double cab lawn bed Tacoma. So guys, stay tuned for more. If you guys haven't subscribed or hit that notification button, please feel free to do so. Like I said, I'm really excited for the projects that I have coming up here that include this truck, but also include some other vehicles and some other cool accessories and toys as well for Toyota Tacomas and 4Runners. So stay tuned, guys. Looking forward to what's ahead. Like I said, by no means is this the end, and looking forward to seeing where things go, guys. So I'll be doing a video here soon of the interior, giving you my thoughts on why I did what I did, and I hope you guys are once again enjoying. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll be talking to you soon. See ya.